Hello there and welcome to today's video. I must apologise because the weather's a bit not too good today. It's quite windy. It seems to be getting windier, so I do apologise if the wind affects the audio a bit on this video, but please try and bear with me. Now today I've got some more films from my Blu-ray and DVD collection to show you. The first two I've got to show you here are two out of print titles, and once again, if you don't know what out of print means, it actually means you can't actually buy the films new anymore. You can't get the discs new anymore. You can only pick them up like well, in some cases they might be new but they're in short supply. They don't actually produce them anymore, so there might be some old stocks knocking about, but the prices are usually like very high. Like they range from anywhere between 20-30 quid up to over £100 each. So this first one I've got here is called Hot Body Competition. It's the Summer Wet T-shirt finals, and this is a Region 1 USA import. I'm not sure how much this one's worth because I can't find it for sale anywhere online for some reason. But no one seems to have it online. eBay hasn't got it, not last time I checked anyway, and Amazon doesn't have it either. So the chances are, if you can get a hold of a copy, it'll probably cost anywhere between 80 to over £100. But this is it's a very good DVD. If you haven't seen any of these hot body titles before, they're basically just a bit like beauty competitions, like beauty contests, where there's lots of extremely good looking women, like models obviously, and they all compete against each other in a competition, and each hot body title has a different competition title. Like as I've said, this one's the Summer Wet T-shirt finals, so this one's features basically girls in bikinis and stuff, for the most part, but you can get other ones on different variations of stuff on different clothing and stuff. Just different titles, you know, different competition titles. I forget what they are. I think one of them was Miss Grande Chest competition or something. Stuff like that, you know, different titles of the competitions. So and here's the back cover of this one. It's in full screen format, and it's got Dolby Digital sound. I think it's just 2-channel as far as I remember, and I forget how long this one's on. I think it's somewhere in the region of 90 minutes or something. It doesn't seem to say on the back, but it does have some extra features and some extra like bonus footage from the competition, and sort of like audition tapes and stuff of some of the models and what have you, that type of thing. But if you can get a hold of a copy of this anyway, it's well worth getting a hold of. But if you are curious about seeing what these hot body titles are actually like, there is some actually here on YouTube. The quality isn't the greatest, but some people have uploaded some of these competitions, these DVDs, or some of them seem to be taken from VHS tape, actually, and they're all censored versions, of course. They're the versions that used to appear on TV, because this show used to be on television as well. I forget which channel it used to be on over here in the UK, but it definitely used to be on in the UK. Was it ITV during the night or something? It might have been, but all of them were censored. This DVD is completely uncensored, so you see all the models completely starkers, shall we say. So that's Hot Body, the Summer Wet T-shirt finals. Next we have another bikini related title. This one's on Blu-ray, and it's in 3D, and this one is the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit 2011 3D experience. Now this one may look like it's pretty good from the front cover, but it's okay, but it's not. It's a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. because it only runs for about just over half an hour or so. So it's not on very long at all, and it wasn't very cheap either. And like I say, this title is also out of print, so this one costs a fair bit of money if you go on Amazon or eBay to look for it. So expect to pay a lot of money if you want to pick up this title. It doesn't come cheap. I've looked around and you can't get it cheap anymore anyway. So it's definitely out of print. And did I say this is a US import? I forgot if I said or not yet. And it's released by Sony, actually, it says on the back, in a company called SBM, and it's region free. It plays on regions A, B and C. You don't need a multi-region player to play this one. I'm not sure what the last one was. It might have been region 1 locked, region 1 locked or something. I'm not sure. It might have been region free, I forget now, but just trying to think. Anyway, I can't remember. But anyway, I'll just show you the back cover of this one. Some nice pictures of some of the models there on the back, as you can see. So the 3D on this is okay, but it's mainly about depth. You know, like the background and the foreground. There's a lot of depth to the scenes and stuff. And most of the models actually appear in exotic locations. I think they were all shot in the same place. I forget where it was, Hawaii or somewhere like that. And they're all on the beach and stuff, you know, lounging about, posing around, you know, that sort of thing, walking about and stuff. So I'll just show you the disc inside this one, if I can get it open with one hand. That's the disc. Inside it's got a couple of pictures on there and a starfish for some reason. Actually forgot to show you the disc on the last one, if you're interested, if I can get it open. There's the inside of the disc, and there's some more. There's an insert with a lot more photographs of the models on. This is the hot body one, by the way, because I forgot to show you the inside. So that's that one. Next one I've got here, I showed you on one of my other videos that I uploaded the other day, but this is a bootleg version that I got on eBay quite some time ago. This was before it was officially released on DVD in America, and the film is Deadly Friend, one of my all-time favourites. And I got this, well, first of all because Deadly Friend wasn't available, but I thought it was an original copy when I first ordered it. But I found out it was a bootleg, but I wasn't too disappointed because it's got the original UK VHS cover artwork on it, and here it is. That's the original UK VHS artwork that appeared on the UK VHS title when it was released to rental stores. I really like this artwork, actually. It's very appealing in my opinion, and the guy that did it's obviously got a good printer, because the print's pretty damn good on it. And that's the back, and it's identical to the VHS, the original VHS cover, because I've got the VHS copy, the actual VHS copy here. I'll show you that in a minute. It's not in as good condition as this one, like, because it's an old VHS copy from 1986, from when the film first got released in the UK. Because the film was made in 1986 and the VHS probably come out in either 86 or 87 or something. And this has got a nice disc as well. Inside they've done a good job on it. With the it's got the Warner Brothers logo and the little picture of the cover there, and the Deadly Friend title at the top as well. But if you're wanting to pick up a copy of this, you can't actually get it anymore. It was just somebody on eBay that had made it and it was selling it. But this was from a few years back, you know. So that's Deadly Friend, the bootleg edition, and this is actually taken from I think from a VHS tape, possibly from a TV broadcast, but I think it might be the tape actually. The quality's pretty good actually, considering it's taken from what appears to be VHS tape, to be honest. Anyway, that's that one. So here's the original VHS tape with the same cover, and in the UK, VHS titles in rental stores used to come in these rather large cases. When you used to be able to buy them in the shops, they were in smaller boxes for the most part, smaller cases. But I quite like these big cases, but they take up more space on your shelves, obviously, you know. I used to have hundreds, possibly thousands of films on VHS, but I actually sold just about all of them and switched over to DVD. Oh god, and here's the dog starting. I do apologise for this dog. It's, like I've said before, it's the most annoying thing in the world. But anyway, I'll try and continue with this annoying dog going on. And here's the back of this one, which you can probably see is the same exact same cover as the back of the DVD I've just showed you. And obviously it was released by Warner Home Video, and there's the spine. It's got a little picture of Christy Swanson's face there, and as you can see there, it was in mono, hi-fi mono sound. It wasn't released in stereo for some reason. I guess it was quite a low budget film. It came out just after A Nightmare on Elm Street was released, and like I say, it was directed by Wes Craven, the same director as of A Nightmare on Elm Street. I can't seem to talk properly today. I didn't get much sleep last night. That may be something to do with it, so I do apologise. I'll just show you the tape inside, if I can do that without it falling out and stuff. If I can just get it. There's the original tape. It's got some remnants of some sticker on the bottom there. I don't know if this works okay or not, because I haven't actually got a video recorder player at my house. They're quite expensive to buy now, VHS recorders. They're becoming in short supply here in the UK, because you can hardly get the tapes anymore over here. Like I say, the shops don't seem to sell them, the second-hand shops anymore. So anyway, here's the next one. I'm not sure if this one's out of print. It might be, but it's an older film, one of Tim Robbins's early appearances before he became a big Hollywood famous name. And this one's called Fraternity Vacation. I haven't actually watched this DVD version yet. I've had it for a while, but I watched it ages ago on VHS. I used to have it on God damn that dog. I used to have it on VHS tape a while ago, you know. And I kind of concentrated for this stupid dog. Anyway, it's a really good film. It's sort of one of these sort of romantic sex comedy type things, like American Pie style, only I actually prefer some of these older films to the American Pie ones, to be honest. These were made long before the American Pie ones came out, obviously. But I highly recommend this film if you like those type of movies, like American Pie style stuff and The Sure Thing and stuff like that. It's a really good, entertaining movie. So that's that one. This one I just watched a few weeks ago, or maybe been a month or two ago. This one stars Nicolette Sheridan and Leslie Nielsen, and it's a comedy spoof, like a spy spoof. It's called Spy Hard. I quite like the cover on this one, actually. It's good artwork and good photography, good photograph, you know. But that's all the good things I can say about it, because the film's okay and everything, has its moments, but the transfer is absolutely atrocious. It's one of those like NTSC conversions, and it's a really bad one. Sometimes you can get quite good ones, but this is a really bad one. The picture looks really blurry and what have you, you know. So I wouldn't really recommend you get a hold of this unless you can pick it up really cheap. I paid about 5, 6, 7 quid for this, something like that. And I'll just show you the back cover of this one. There is quite a lot of funny scenes in this film, but some of it's a bit too silly, if you know what I mean. Some of it. But I like the scenes with Nicolette Sheridan. She has a lot of good scenes in this as well. So I can't completely write this film off. It does have its funny moments, you know. It would be better if it got a Blu-ray release, I think, but there's no sign of that happening anytime soon, I don't think, which is unfortunate, you know. But anyway, that's Spy Hard, and this is on the Hollywood Pictures label. So if you want to pick up a copy of this, it's still available. It's not out of print. Should be to get it at quite a reasonable price, but please be aware that the picture quality isn't very good. It's anamorphic widescreen, but that doesn't really say much for it. It doesn't really improve the picture or the clarity or anything on this one, on this occasion, so that's unfortunate, but never mind. Right, the next two, I've got two more to show you, and these are both on Blu-ray. This one I just recently found again over at my mother's house, because I've still got quite a few films over at my mother's house, and I brought some over recently. I'll probably show you the rest sometime at some point as well. This one is a film that a lot of people might not have heard of. It's a remake of a 1950s black and white movie, and it's a thriller starring Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan. And for those of you that didn't know, Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan used to be married, I believe. So anyway, this one's called DOA, which stands for Dead on Arrival, and it's about a guy who's been poisoned. He wakes up one day and he finds out he's been poisoned, and he has so many hours left to try and find out who killed him and try and find an antidote or something, I think. It's a while since I watched it, but that's the gist of it anyway. It's a really good, underrated film in my opinion. It's directed by Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel. And so it's got two directors, this film. And some of it's in black and white, and some of it's in colour, I think, as far as I can remember. But it's very stylishly shot. And in the film, Dennis Quaid superglues himself to Meg Ryan by the wrist. So not handcuffed together, but superglued together. That's an interesting scene as well. So I do recommend, if you're a fan of Dennis Quaid or Meg Ryan, it's well worth getting a hold of this film if you can get it. It's still available online. It's on the Mill Creek label. This is a US import version, and I think it might be region A locked, and it's in 1:8:5 aspect ratio anamorphic widescreen as well. But there's no extras apart from a theatrical trailer, which is in standard definition, unfortunately. But I'll just show you the back of this one. Some nice pictures there from the movie. So that's DOA, the remake, and it's on 97 minutes as well. So I've just got one last one here to show you for today, for the minute. This one stars Penelope Ann Miller, and it's also on the Mill Creek label. And it was directed by Alan Moyle. I'm pretty sure most of you won't have heard of him, because I certainly haven't. And this is a comedy thriller called The Gun in Betty Lou's Handbag. I'm not going to review this or anything, but like as usual, I haven't watched this for a while. But the transfer was okay on it. It was pretty decent. It wasn't like amazing or anything, but I haven't watched it on me cinema screen yet. But when I do, if anyone's interested, I'll post a report on that at some point, letting you know what the transfer looked like on the big screen, just in case anyone out there is interested in buying this, and with the prospect of putting it on their cinema screen using your own projector, perhaps. But yeah, this is a pretty good movie. It says on the front it's a screwball comedy, and that's by the Boston Herald. And it also stars let's see, Eric Thal, William Forsythe, Kathy Moriarty, and Alfre Woodard. I'm pretty sure you movie fans will have heard of some of those actors, I'm sure. But anyway, I'll just got to show you the disc on the other one, but I'll show you this one. It's got the same artwork on the disc. There you go. So anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to show you for today. As usual, if you've enjoyed... Oh, hang on, I'll just show you the disc on DOA if I can get the box open. It's got artwork on as well. Same artwork that's on the front cover, actually. There you go, and there's a picture on the inside of the sleeve as well. You can see that, Dennis Quaid there. Right, so I'd just like to thank everyone for watching this video. If you made it all the way through it, congratulations, and thank you very much for watching all of it. I'm very grateful for you, making the time to watch me videos. So if you've got anything you'd like to say or ask me, please feel free to leave me a comment or send a message on YouTube if you know how to do that, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me, and don't forget to hit the notification bell button to be notified when I upload new videos. And please feel free to share this video if you want, on Facebook or anywhere you like. I don't mind where you share it. I don't mind you sharing it at all. So thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I shall see you on the next video. So bye for now.